really needed Jamie Lathrop to be a little more careful with the football. He threw that pretty much into double coverage. It's picked off by Tazewell, and the momentum stays with the Bulldogs.
Nice return there up past the 35 to the 40. That pass was down near the 20. He returned it close to 15 on the interception. Not a very good tight spiral either, not what we're used to seeing for Jamie. And what was a first down will turn to a turnover for the Cats, their first of the afternoon, the first of the year, as they lead by 14 with 4.5 to go until half. And they're still going to line up, Tazewell will, with Josiah Jordan at quarterback. Again, he's a wide receiver. And this is just read option stuff here that the Cats are having problems stopping. And here's Chancellor Harris up the middle. He gets 3 up to the 40. And that'll bring up second down and 7. Why are we having the problem stopping the runner? Whatever they've moved to here with this wide receiver combo, wide receiver running back in the backfield, it's working.
Yeah, they've got a good combination. You're not really sure which way the ball's going. Tazewell now showing the ability to bring it up the middle, cut it out to either side. Just has the Cats guessing right now, but Cats give them maybe I think a little too much cushion at the line of scrimmage for one thing. Now they're going to bring a guy in this time. They're going to crowd the line of scrimmage here on second down.
They'll put Gavin Nunley in motion. Handoff to William Harris, that is, Chancellor Harris, and he's met in the backfield. A good play by the Cats. They lose close to 4 on the play, and that brings up third down for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good adjustment there by the Bearcats. They brought up Jalen Dingus and Cooper Gobble both. Brought them on up to the line of scrimmage, and they just helped the Cats just overpower that offensive line of the Bulldogs there to push them back to a 3rd and 10.
Third down, the Cats will bring in Travis Williams to play nose as Dante Harris will get a breather. 3rd down and 10 from their own 37 for the Bulldogs. This would seem like a big loss for them coming off that interception as they'll line up again with Jordan in the backfield. Snap goes between the legs of Jordan. He'll close down. Bearcats miss one tackle. He has to go out of bounds up near the 30-yard line, and that was disastrous, but they averted it. They'll at least get to punt it down the field. Right through the wickets.
Malamba wrapping up the quarterback there to get the
Big John
tackle.
There coming up with the tackle as the Cats will get the ball back at the 3-minute mark. So that interception, we can forgive Jamie for throwing that one, right?
Yeah, no harm, no foul. About 10 yards lost on that play by Tazewell. So 4th down, another punting situation for them.
Field position-wise is going to be favorable for the Cats with 3 minutes to go as Austin Davidson is back deep to return. He's out around the 36-yard line. There's a snap. It's a low one. The punt is up. It's a nice punt off to the right. Davidson will make the catch at the 34 with a full head of steam up past the 45. Breaks the tackle up past the 50, and he's swarmed there. Late hit coming in over the top as they'll get Davidson for a flag. I don't see how you can do that, though. He was just trying to get up, and it was an over-exaggeration by the Bulldog player.
Well, they're going to get him anytime there's a sense of retaliation there.
So that's going to be a big penalty on the Cats if it goes against us. Davidson trying to get up, and that'll be a 15-yarder the other way and send us back into our own territory. So it will be against Davidson. And a 15-yarder. That's a tough penalty early on a drive where we had midfield position. That'll send us back to around the 35-yard line to start this drive offensively. Of course, I feel like the more room we have, the better off we are offensively because the 2 times we've made it in the red zone, we've had to kick a field goal.
4th penalty of the game on the Bearcats, but still it's going to be a BSN Sports first down. BSN Sports, nation's largest distributor of sporting goods and your official outfitter of Virginia High School athletics.
37-23, Cats back in possession with the football, working right to left with 2:49 to go in the first half. Lathrop will hand off up the middle. Aaron Rose close to 4 as he's met at the 40-yard line.
Good hard run.
They'll mark him a yard further, close to the 41. And it will bring up a second down and close to 6. So that penalty sets the Cats back 15, but let's see if we can get a little tempo going. 2:30 to go. Cats lead by 14.
I'll tell you what, I really like that Virginia High, that big offensive line for them. Travis Williams there in center, Dante Harris, Jalen Dingus at the guard position. They really open up some nice holes for the running backs.
Of course, the main leader, Sean Watkins, out on left tackle, stepping up this year, and one of the most athletic offensive linemen in the Southwest District. Coach Chris called him one of the best in the area as far as that goes. There's a lot of trust there. Lathrop looks at the play sheet now, hands off to the right side to Aaron Rose, who goes out and then cuts straight back up close to the 44, and he'll fall forward for another yard past the 45 to the 46. So a textbook Aaron Rose run. Doesn't get a lot of speed going, but he's just plowing through.
Ground and pound, baby. Ground
just getting
and
the wheels turning. We're at 1:45 to go here in the first half. 3rd down and 3 coming up from their own 46. Cats on that right hash.
Now, if you're Virginia High, you do have a 14-point lead, but do you play with a little bit of urgency now to try to hang some more points before halftime?
And a penalty flag on the play. Let's see what
it's
they
going to
call.
be an encroachment on Tazewell.
So another tough penalty on Tazewell on a 3rd down. So that's an automatic Bearcat first down. Again, brought to you by BSN Sports in Bristol. Again, they are the proud sponsor of Bearcat Athletics, also the nation's largest distributor of sporting goods. As they'll get the clock back up and rolling, 1:24 showing on the clock. Cats have 1 timeout left.
Still not sure what's going on with Jamar Blevins, the quarterback for Tazewell. He's still back warming up on the sidelines.
This is Rose up the middle, spinning, and he's brought down after a gain of close to 7. That time a little bit more speed, didn't run into any roadblocks till he got going, and a nice run.
Nice burst up through that gap on the left side, pick up some good yardage, 2nd down.
Aaron having a great first half for the Bearcats. Busy first half for Aaron. 11 carries so far. Make that 12, as that 7-yard gain was his 12th carry of the day. 2nd down and 3. Rose going up the left side. Gets a good block from Watkins. He's inside the 30, down around the 26-yard line. A nice run by Aaron again, and he's just now getting warmed up, it seems like.
He's got it going on, but I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen Stevie Thomas into the game yet for the Bearcats. He put on a good showing last week in the scrimmage against Union. Not seen him. It's pretty much been a steady dose of Rose all the way, but it's working.
3 wide to the left for the Bearcats. 1 up top as they'll fake the handoff to Rose. Lathrop rolling out. He's under pressure, and he'll ditch it out of bounds. And a late hit on Tazewell as they throw the flag in the vicinity of a late hit.
No. It's going to be intentional grounding on Virginia High.
All the Tazewell reaction here. Coach Chris looking. It was beyond the line of scrimmage. Was he out of the box, though?
I think they're going to call he was in the grass. I believe that's going to be the old you were basically down rule there. And he was wrapped up when he slung the ball away, and I think they're going to call him basically in the grass. So intentional grounding. That's a costly penalty on the Bearcats.
So another costly penalty here near the end of this first half. There's a snap. Lathrop dropping back. 2nd down and 25, and Lathrop's dropped for a sack. Back to the 49 on the Tazewell side. As the clock still rolling, 6 seconds to go, and that will end the first half, as I don't think the Cats will even call time and try to run a play. So at the end of the first half, Bearcats 37-23. They lead it from Bulldog Stadium. Bearcats score 13 in the second quarter. Tazewell with an impressive quarter.
Yeah, seen a little bit of everything in that first half by both of these teams. An exciting night of football if you're over here in Tazewell, or if you're not, at least if you tuned in and listened to us.
So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break as the Cats trail lead 37-23, that is, here from Bulldog Stadium. We'll have more coming up next. We've got a talk with Aaron Rose. Talked to him for about 5 minutes. Hope you enjoy that conversation we had with Aaron. And with that, we'll be back for more for the halftime report as the Cats lead by 14 here in Tazewell. Welcome to Catching Up with the Cats. I'm Dylan Hutton, joined by senior running back and middle linebacker Aaron Rose. And Aaron, let's just talk real quick about the expectations after the success that you guys had last year, a great year, 7-4. What's going on now?
Well, coming into this season, our expectations are high. As a high school team, your main goal is always wanting to win a state championship, and we're expecting nothing less than that.
And a year hosting your first playoff game since 2002. Where are the expectations different from what they were last year? I know Coach Chris still expects a lot from you guys, but how does the previous year before you were coming off a 3-win season, this year coming off a 7-win season?
This year, especially with the year we had last year, and the group we're returning expects more production out of the seniors and the young kids coming up.
For the off season, we of course have been talking about it a little bit, and it's been sort of a theme this off season. Guys are PRing in the weight room. What has that been like, and who's really been putting on a show in the weight room? We can tell that you've hit up the weights a little bit. Just explain that.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. And it's an amazing just atmosphere to be in with all the guys. You know, we're all so close. We've grown up together playing sports through everything. You know, it's just great to see a guy accomplish what he's wanting to accomplish with Dante and his back squat record, me with my power clean, and other guys hitting their goals and wants to do.
And, you know, Coach Chris, that's really a focus for him in the offseason, in the weight room. And we've seen a lot of guys that have changed their body type a lot from last year, and it's just getting this team healthier because, like we've talked about, and it's sort of been the theme this year, it's a little bit thinner of a roster than we had last year. We don't have the depth.
It is. We've made sure very well that our condition is very up, and, you know, that we're able to go two ways because defensively we have these black jerseys for practice, and we call ourselves a Black Swarm. And the other day at practice we flipped over to offense, and 9 out of 11 players had those starting defensive jerseys on. So that really hit us, and, like, you know, we really got to be in shape. And this offseason really helped us and put us in the position we need to be.
And yourself on the offensive side of things, you've got some new faces back in the backfield with you. You've got speedster freshman Stevie Thomas, also a Johnny Delaney. What do they bring to the offense? And
they bring depth, you know, when you know, they're able to step up when we need them, and they're going to be able to play a key role in this team, you know. And whenever I need a break, Stevie comes in, does an amazing job, runs hard. Whenever a receiver needs a break, a Johnny comes in, and it's like we're not missing anybody.
So having those two freshmen is really going to change, at least especially defensively for you, because you're going to be relied on heavily on that side of the ball. What are some things from the success from last year that you think this team will carry over or needs to carry over from a year ago?
I feel like the intensity we have on defense, defensively, you know, we're mean, nasty, flying to the football, physical, and offensively, you know, we might have struggled last year, but, you know, Jamie's really turned that around with our quarterback. You know, he's really stepped up and being a leader on that side of the ball, and it's really helped us get along.
What needs to change from last year? You know, all the successes, there were several things that need to be cleaned up. How do you think those have been addressed?
I think late in ball games last year we tended to slow down, and, like, the coaches have preached on playing fast every single play, like, as fast as you can, as physically as you can. And I think this year our team's doing that more than it was last year.
So defensively, we lost a lot of your buddies on the front seven, Matthew Dean, Alex Adkins, that group of guys. And is there any added pressure for you defensively this year, being the senior back? And
none at all. The guys coming up taking the seniors last year's places, you know, Jalen Dingus, Cooper Gobble, with linebackers, and you got Sean stepping in and John Malumba stepping in on the line. You know, I feel very comfortable with those guys coming in, and I feel like they'll be able to do just as good a job, or if better than last year's guys, just because of the work they put in the offseason, knowing that they're going to have to step up and be a leader.
So there's a lot of trust there, and that's really big to have that going into week one of the season, because that's usually something that grows as we go. But when people sort of get reflective here, since, of course, it's not quite senior night yet, we got a few weeks till then. But for the opening game here on the road against Tazewell, when people see you play tonight or for the rest of this season, what do you want people to say when they say, man, I saw that Aaron Rose kid play, the senior?
And the one thing I want them to see is he's a kid that plays for Christ, you know, and he leaves it all on the field for his teammates. He doesn't do it for himself, but leaves that for the guys beside him.
And Aaron, we wish you good luck tonight, and good luck for the rest of the year, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be back.
Listen to Virginia High School football on your computer or mobile device at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio. Radio Network.
Titans go!
When the Teen Titans go to the movies, they know the best way to travel is safely.
Hollywood, here we come!
To keep your child child safe, be sure to use the right car seat for their age and size.
Exactly.
We're finally on the big screen.
Have a seat, my dude.
For more information on finding the right seat, visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Gotcha. That's a wise move.
Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Bearcat Radio was brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid